You're an LPN? You must work in a nursing home. That's all you all can do, right? Can't work in hospitals. What's the point? Hey everybody, I'm your fave nurse B. So today I want to talk about LPN stuck. So there are a lot of opportunities for LPNs, let me tell you, honey. Now, I know in my Your Fave Nurse B Facebook group, go ahead and go on there if you haven't already. People are saying like in their area, LPNs can't go to hospitals. Some people are saying they can. So it just all depends on the area. But from what I know, here in St. Louis, Missouri, hospitals are letting LPNs in. So it used to be back in the day, hospitals had LPNs, had RNs, it didn't matter. And then they kind of phased out because a lot of hospitals want to have magnet status, meaning that they're like a certain percentage, if not all, of their workers have some type of higher education, a bachelor's degree or higher. So, or they're pursuing it, their bachelor's degree. So that's why LPNs were kicked out of the hospitals, but now they're able to go back. So LPNs can work in hospitals. They can also work in long-term care. Of course, we know that. I've known LPNs to do dialysis. Now, when you do dialysis, you pretty much they put you in, like a patient care tech position where you actually hook up the patient for the dialysis treatment, and then the RN is the one who monitors the dialyzation. Is that what it's considered? They actually monitor it, you all. But the LPNs do it. Now, if you're a patient care tech though, and you want to get some money doing dialysis, you can make a lot of money doing that. As an LPN, you don't make too much, but I've heard different things. I've heard LPNs doing dialysis make a lot, then I've heard LPNs doing it don't make that much. But what I've actually seen on paper, you can make some money doing acute dialysis at the hospital. Basically, the patient is about to die and they need dialysis in order to live. You can make money in St. Louis compared to being in a nursing home. I would say you make $6 to $7 more doing dialysis in a hospital, a setting, acute dialysis, compared to being in long-term care. So that's that. Also, you can work in doctor's offices, but I've heard that doctor's offices don't pay that much because, you work Monday through Friday. You don't have to work holidays. It's pretty chill, relaxed. It's not that much to it. But it depends on your schedule and your life and your family, but you can work in a doctor's office. As far as hospitals, I've seen oncology doing IV, it was like an IV lab or something they had for the hospital. Most of the time, if you do want to work in the hospital, you do need to be IV certified. But I know a lot of programs for LPNs nowadays, they do IV certification. So that's that. Also, you can do urgent care. So that again is not too much pay, but your schedule is going to be pretty good, and you're going to see a diverse amount of patients, older, younger, things like that. So that's pretty cool. And then also you can do home health. I ain't doing nobody home health, but you can do home health. I've heard that it actually, for nursing, home health really isn't that bad. You just go in, you go over there. It's a lot of teaching, patient education. You go in, you sort out their meds for them or whatever. Sometimes, I know back in the day, you would prime their insulin syringes for them, I heard. But you would go in, do that, make it right, do an assessment, do some vitals, talk to the patient, make sure they're safe, and then you would do a nurse's note and you're done. You can just go patient to patient and you're done. It's easy. You're out there. You can kind of stop, go grocery shopping, go get something to eat, hang out with your friends, pick up your kids, and then go to your client's house. And it's not so much. It's not, you don't feel tied down. You're not tied down to a facility. Also with home health is pediatrics. Now this is very interesting to me, how they will take LPNs and have them in a home setting, like doing pediatrics. Now, you would think that with peds, you would want RNs doing it, but there's so many home health peds cases where they are looking for LPNs. But if you're into that, that's great. You would do, like, you would get a lot of experience, like with trachs, or like, what do they call them? What do they call them? Mickeys? Oh my gosh. But like the G-tubes for babies. I think they're called Mickeys. Yeah, you could tell that peds is not my thing. But yeah, you get a lot of experience with that, and then you can start to like build a relationship with the families, and you're really, really there for the families when you do peds as an LPN. Also, you can travel as an LPN. Now, I know you all really want to know about travel nursing. I'm going to hook up with my homegirl, Yolanda, who does travel nursing. Whenever she comes in town, I need to call her. And we're gonna talk about travel nursing and do all that. But you can do that as an LPN. You can also do it as a CNA too, you all. Oh, also you can do rehab nursing. Yeah, you can work in a rehab facility. I heard they pay pretty well, and it's like some good experience as far as like learning acute changes in your patients and things like that, because these patients, they're not long-term care. These are patients who have went through surgery, things like that, and they need to be rehabbed. So you're having more, they're younger demographics, and you're able to just kind of see them go from coming in, not being able to do nothing really, and then they leave walking, doing their thing, or getting back to where they were before they had, surgery, or before they had a stroke, or things like that. You can also do correctional nursing as an LPN. Now, if that's something you're interested in doing, I suggest you look at whatever state you're in or city, and look up like St. Louis LPN. Like, you have to like find a job for the state, and that's how you get correctional jobs. They don't pay a lot, from what I've seen. It's not a lot. But I mean, it's a different part of nursing. So you can do that, which I've heard LPNs, they just pass the meds in correctional facilities, and the RNs are the ones who do like the infirmary. Is it infirmary? Infirmary? I ain't been in jail, y'all. So yeah, it's the RNs are the ones, like, say somebody gets stabbed or something, they're the ones who are going to actually, nurse that person. Whereas the LPNs are the ones who pass the medications. I've been told from somebody I know that did correctional nursing, but people I know that have done it really enjoy it. Also, LPNs, you can work in psych hospitals or like psychiatric facilities. Again, I've heard with that, it's a lot of just passing medication. Not just, but a big part of it is you're passing your medications and making sure that people are safe. It's not a whole bunch. You just like, it's more mental. Like, you got to be mentally prepared to do psych nursing. I know somebody who does that. I'm gonna do some videos for y'all. I'm gonna like interview her and talk to her about being a psych nurse. But anyways, psychiatric nursing is another option. Like I said, whether you're in a hospital here in St. Louis, St. Alexis is the hospital that's mostly psych geared or psych oriented. You can work there, or you can work like at different mental institutions in your area. You can also be a DON at a facility as an LPN. The person I know, she did it at a assisted living facility. I don't know for sure if you could do it at a nursing home. It probably depends on the size of the nursing home. And then also she went and got her administrative license and took the test for that. And now she's an administrator of a facility as an LPN. So you all, there's diversity in it. You can be in managerial roles as an LPN. Oh, something else you can do is you can be a wound nurse as an LPN, which I know some people, either you love it or you hate it. I think wounds are pretty cool. What you do is you're going in there, you're doing the assessment of the patient. I think that LPNs, they just can't do like, what do you call it? They probably can't do the initial assessment, and then they probably can't do like the case management, which is a totally different thing. But LPNs, you can be a wound nurse, whether you're doing it at like a long-term care facility or you're doing it like in a hospital. It just depends on that setting as to what you're going to do, but you can be a wound nurse. Also, LPNs can do MDS, which is minimum data set, which I really don't know what it is, but I kind of know what it is, where basically you kind of like go through the patient's chart and everything, and you make sure everything that needs to be there is there, and you put it all in like the computer system. Yeah. I'll do some research and put like a little what it really is, but that's pretty much what I see everybody doing that does MDS. It seems pretty chill. I just know at my job, the people who do MDS, they also have to do management, which sucks. Like, who wants to have their job that they have to do, and then they gotta turn around and they gotta look at the schedule and make sure that people are coming to work, and you gotta call people and the people to come to work, and you gotta deal with any type of disputes on the hall, and you gotta do, like, nobody wants to do that. You want to just come in and do your job. Like, what the hell? But anyways, you can also do that. You can also work at like a methadone clinic. So I know someone, she works at a methadone clinic as an LPN. She says she really enjoys it. It's early hours. You get there, you get done, you just pass them their med, pass them their med, pass them their med, and keep it pushing. So that's really good, because I think she said she gets off like, oh, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot what time she get off. I think she said she get off like at 11, 12, something like that. She goes in at 5. With a schedule like that, you can have a whole nother job. You can have a whole nother life. You know, you can work day shift and then go somewhere else, get a little break in between your work, evening shift, and you can just hustle and grind for a nice amount of time. She only works, I think it's like every other Saturday they work, something like that. I'm gonna talk to her some more, you all. I got some videos coming for you all, but those are the settings that I know of. I hope this video was helpful in opening and broadening you all's horizon, that LPNs can do so much. You have to just do the research, talk to people. You know, like if you're at work, you work in a nursing home or working in like that type of setting, as a CNA, LPN, whatever, just talk to people like, okay, so what other places do you know of? I know people who have literally had like 21 jobs in 1 year. I'm telling you, this is what she told me. She said she had 21 jobs in 1 year. She just job hopped and she just did her own thing, honey. But there's a lot of opportunities out there for LPNs. You just have to find it. You have to kind of decide, okay, do I want to go for experience? Do I want to go for money? Do I want to go for something that's more longevity? Do I want to go something with a schedule that fits me for school? You have to decide what fits you, and trust me, there's going to be money out there to be made. There's going to be a perfect schedule for you. There's going to be like the perfect setting for you. I would say that if you enjoy working, you know, coming to work, doing something specific every single day, and that's that, I would say you need to work at a small nursing home. I work at a pretty big nursing home, but I would say work at a small nursing home that's real chill. You're done with it. There's also here in St. Louis, if you want to do peds, there is a it's called like the children's home or something like that, where it's like one nurse and like 2 CNAs and maybe like 10 patients, and you all cook for the patients, you do the laundry. I think somebody else comes in and does the cleaning, but it's really not that much work. Like, it was so chill, so relaxed, and that's probably good for somebody who wants to be around children. You don't want to do anything too crazy. You like working, you know, in a smaller setting by yourself. That's interesting. That's good for you. I'm not interested in doing that, but it could fit you if that's what you want to do. Or say you want to go somewhere, you just want to work 3 days a week, get your 12 hours in and be done with it. Do a nursing home, and you'll make a decent amount of money. I would say out of all these, the place where you're gonna make the most money is nursing homes. And if you can get you a good acute care dialysis, do dialysis, you make some good money doing that. You could also do agency as an LPN. Now, this is where you not really tied down to one facility. You just give them your resume, you get hired, and then they're gonna pair you up wherever facility needs you. You can make some good money doing agency. If you want to know as far as like how much nurses make and things like that, watch my how much nurses make video. I'll put a link for you all. But you can do agency, and that can really fit around your schedule if you're a student and you still want to make some good money, but you don't want to really be tied down to a place. So it all depends on you. So my question for you all is, what kind of work do you do now? Are you an LPN? Are you a CNA? Are you an RN? Like, what type of work do you do? And then also, I want to know, like, what type of work setting do you want to be into? Like, where do you want to, like, where do you see yourself going in nursing? Like, yeah. So that's my question for you all. Thank you all for watching. Go ahead and follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and my second channel, Stay Forever True. I have videos on there about my pregnancy, about my daughter. I do mommy vlogs, I do hair videos, food videos, all that good stuff. So if you're interested, go ahead and try it and check that out. Thanks for watching. Peace. Oh, you an LPN? You know, I don't want to become an LPN. You can only work in a nursing home.